Yeah, let's just keep bashing our studio audience.
I'm not fighting back yet.
Remember we used to have a whole 20 people?
Oh, I know.
We
miss
should
those
be
20
grateful
people.
for one.
Yeah,
Hello,
the best-
studio audience.
Yay, we have one in the studio.
We had a lot of cheese at that too. That was the best part.
And the crackers and the cookies.
Do we have cheese?
I didn't.
No, but we still have my muffins from Tuesday.
Oh, really?
We can throw them at the studio.
We could probably knock bricks down.
No, they're good. They're good. They're good. Did you post them yet?
No. You may not.
Why am I eating them?
I don't know. I didn't think you were.
How old are they?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, they're not bad.
Oh, they're not that
No,
bad.
they're good.
They're
They're
carrot
good.
ones?
Yes, carrot ones are good.
The carrot, buckwheat.
They're healthy.
muffins. They're healthy.
It's buckwheat. It's like when I made the buckwheat pancakes.
I know.
You don't eat buckwheat
are
pancakes.
very good.
The buckwheat pancakes?
Buckwheat pancakes are very
They
good.
can be delicious. My muffins are delicious. They're just very dense.
No, they're dry.
They're dry.
Like
They
make
needed-
like chicken.
I don't make dried chicken.
No, you do not make dried chicken. Here's a quick cheap pop for Primal Kitchen Chipotle mayo.
Okay,
It's
well,
amazing.
It's also
Ooh.
amazing on things he doesn't finish cooking, and then wait, I'm going the right direction. Yes.
Yes.
So he covered up his raw chicken
I did.
with the chipotle mayo and wondered why he was sick the next day.
Ow! I've done that so many times.
Right?
It's a normal thing.
It's a way to populate the
normal
gut
thing.
bacteria.
It's
in
gotta be
some-
a doctor, right? That's all.
I
Ahead of our
will
time.
not eat. I took a bite and I'm like, this is raw. This is disgusting
It was juicy.
because it's raw chicken.
It's juicy.
But it was warm around it. And so you get the Chipotle mayo from Primal Kitchen, then it's like, you don't even notice it. So it's like warm. It's actually hot if you microwave it.
Yeah, the outside is hot, and the
Who
inside
else has
is
microwaved
raw.
chicken raw? Come on.
Oh, not. I cook it raw and then I eat it because I'm hungry. I'm like, yeah, that's probably good enough. It won't make me.
You go to a
that sick.
restaurant and cook it right, and it's still a little pinkish.
Not raw, not like translucent.
But it's not dry. It's not dry.
It's translucent and raw. Anywho,
It
that
was
is not the topic for tonight.
It
Cook
was
your chicken.
dark.
I'm hungry now.
Me too. Dinner's after this.
So
Okay,
this, what's today?
Friday.
Fun Friday. This Fun Friday that started at 7-ish
Super fun.
is brought to you by Thrive Market.
Right.
Woohoo!
Thrive Market.
Market.
Where you can get your
This
chipotle
delicious
mayos.
Okay.
Dry farm,
Wine, not really dry farm, but it's still
sustainably farmed. Which is
and
nice.
organic,
Yes.
It's good wine.
and it doesn't have all the additives.
Correct.
It's like dry farm,
Market.
but you
It's
get a Thrive.
delivered to your house. Wine delivered. It's so great.
And if anyone's wondering why is Jim having wine, because I'm starting the experiment tomorrow with slightly under ketones. So it's like just going
It doesn't dip
slightly
below.
under ketosis. I want to just get right below. So this has been a constant monitoring back and forth and back and forth. My fingers, to you diabetics out there, what the crap? Holy jeez, it hurts.
I hope
He
you guys
did
make
it.
the same face as he does.
So
It's
he
great.
did it. You missed all the misses.
Oh no, I
today.
recorded one earlier today.
Well,
There's
that's
one just posted on Instagram and Facebook. So
Oh,
I did make the misses, but I
So,
saw all the little. I saw her
earlier
misses.
I'm in
today-
ketosis, so I need to get out of it.
earlier this morning. He pricked every finger and nothing was bleeding.
Oh my goodness, this is good.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm not a bleeder, as we've talked
He's
about
like,
before.
Frank, I'm running out of fingers. I'm like, yes, you are. Finally, he got enough.
Told me you could do the nose, but he didn't like that idea.
Ooh,
I was
you
very
could do the
serious. I thought
nose?
it'd be pretty cool.
You could do the
Why
nose.
not?
Because then you get blood.
Maybe not with you.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
People will stare at your little scab all day. Kids will pick at it.
Oh, the kids would totally forget it.
Totally. They go at my hemangioma all the time now, and I was born with that.
If
Well, they
you
do
ever get
something
nose
brand
stuff,
new.
you now have to.
They're used to this.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Right.
So we're gonna rant today about bulking and cutting.
Rants.
That was my
just
segue.
titled
Oh.
this bitching, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You-
Bitching?
So I asked Dr. Mike before, as I'm typing in, what's the topic, and he said, I'm going to bitch tonight about, so I wrote what he
Bitching
said.
about bulking and cutting. There
I'm
you
sure
go.
he meant to be between us in the back there, but hey, that was now.
It's
It's
published.
accurate. I got nothing against that.
This is fun.
It will be less aggressive ranting than last week, hopefully.
Right.
I only burst like 2 aneurysms and got hemorrhoids, and my prostate was shivering and everything. It was great.
And
How does our
stroked
studio
out.
audience feel about
He had a
that?
mini stroke too. Just a mini one. But
Just
he's
a little
okay.
bit of sugar.
Just a little stroke. He stroked out.
Winter is rapidly approaching. Does
that mean you're gonna bulk up and get fat? I don't know.
Well, no, most
Is
people.
this the right time to bulk up in the cold winter months? Do we bulk up through the holidays, Michael?
Do we or should we?
Do we? And
we
should
do.
we?
And no, we should
and
not.
why do we? Let's just get into why
let's
do
just
it.
do it. We're gonna jump right in.
So this time of the year usually begins when people start gaining weight, and most of us, 75%, have already begun that due to the pandemic that's going on.
You
That's
said
why
doo-doo.
I'm on that.
You did do
Did I
that.
You
say
said
doo-doo?
do too. You said do.
Doo-doo came out of my mouth. Well,
And
that's
it's
a
7
population.
o'clock-ish. We do.
Well, our 7 o'clock-ish the other night started at 7:49.
It was like 8-ish.
It was a late 7.
It was right before 8-ish.
It's a late 7.
It was a delayed 7-ish. Yes.
But a lot of us tend to gain weight, some purposely during this time, for those that want to go through this bulking cutting
I
cycle,
don't.
which I'm going to complain about very soon.
I'm super stoked. Jackie is almost at her goal weight of gaining weight.
Ah, she's up to 100 pounds?
808.
108.
Ooh,
Yeah, she's up. Okay.
nice.
She's got 2 pounds to go to hit her goal weight of gaining weight. So kudos, Jackie.
Welcome to the Functionised Fit Lab. We freaking get you there.
You want to
Give me
gain
your
it?
miles. We
I
freaking
like
get you
that
there.
one.
You want to gain it? We'll gain it. You want to lose it? We'll lose it.
But don't do it repetitively every year based on cycles. It's awful for you to begin telling you
There's already
why.
enough cycles we got to deal with.
I'll be moving in earmuff talk just for Jim, but we'll leave that one alone for now.
We're way past. You hear whatever.
So you bulk up and you get fat in the winter. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I mean, some of us do it on purpose. Some do it because we tend to get complacent. It's like, oh, we don't need to be out on the beach for another 6 months. But I never understood that. I mean,
Put
I
on
want to
that
look good shirtless
winter
year round. Like,
sweater.
that
That
bothers me.
internal winter sweater.
and you have to go through all the effort to get rid of it
Yes,
again.
why? Why
work?
work harder? Work smarter.
There's
Be in
this
shape year round. Done.
thing about like getting naked. Do you want to look good naked in front of
Do
somebody?
you know what the best way to get warm is? Get naked with somebody else. Do you want to get naked with somebody else that's not worth getting naked with?
If they're fat, it's not a good excuse for you to be fat. Why the heck not get yourself looking like a god? So
Or
the
goddess.
woman
Or
will
goddess.
want to be a goddess. It just works out better that way than looking at your partner and be like, it. Or yourself expecting something and you've got nothing to give. So what the crap? Step it up.
So, I mean, we're going to throw some gym science or bro science out here. Because the reason to bulk, based on Dr. Bro, is that when you bulk and have surplus of calories to where you're expected to gain fat, you gain muscle a lot faster this way. I could not find any studies that have even tried this, let alone proved it. And I stand by thinking it's bullshit until proven otherwise. You can gain muscle and lose body fat at the same time, I promise. You don't have to bulk and cut.
Difficult, as they say. But yeah, you can do it.
I do.
It's a,
I do not gain muscle and body fat at the same time.
Because
I want to say,
Mhm.
for the record, you cannot feed a booty and grow it without getting fat. Okay, fat ass is not the same as growing a nice, delicious tush.
delicious.
Yes.
I like
Yes. And I, the
She's
one thing I drive me nuts at the gym.
very,
Do not feed a booty. Do
Yeah.
not go eat whatever you want to grow your booty. That's just stupid.
Honestly,
You're
that's going to
stupid.
gain everywhere. It's not like you think booty thoughts as you're eating food and it's going to grow down there. It's going to go.
I heard that way
what
too
was
much.
in the movie Happiness?
You're rambling
What was
on
that
this
line
morning.
about when the girls wearing the spandex hackers from back in the day?
Spandex is a privilege. It is not a right.
So with that being said,
Audience member agrees.
they are making spandex now in ways that contorts and
That's just
pushes
false
up.
advertising.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Shark Tank had a whole one with the tape that they pull around.
Was that the one that they said get out of here? It is false advertising.
I know 2 of them did, yes. I don't know if they actually shut them out or not. But
The whole point being is you can cover it up the second it comes off.
It's just there.
Right. So
So if you
and it
went,
looks like
Look
that
at
way
like-
now.
Must have said
Yay!
something
It'd
right.
be like, and it's only going to get worse as you age. And I mean, that's.
it's getting
I want
harder.
to stay healthy as I age, booty or not.
It drove me nuts. Every time I was at the gym before we had the fit lab, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat to grow my booty. I'm gonna eat to grow my booty." You're gonna eat to get fat.
You're going to grow your belly too.
so
You're gonna grow it all.
how do you grow a beautiful booty?
Hip thrusters and band work. I'm not a huge fan of band work, but it works.
Or proper squats is
works.
another good one.
It does work. And proper
Like
squats.
actually going down to the proper depth.
Get
not
your
that.
butt down, get full range of motion. Absolutely.
But hip thrusters is the
That's the
best glute builder
And
on the planet.
If you look at all the women CrossFit athletes, and
They're phenomenal.
if you look at their booties,
They're phenomenal.
it's all about
Bop
volume.
that quarter right off.
It's volume, volume, volume. They keep on utilizing the old principle of volume training. And they're not actually doing it to grow those booties. That's just secondary. That just happens because they have glutes for the skills that they need of running super
Climbing.
fast, jumping super high, climbing, being an all-around athlete, just that explosiveness. And like I said, it is a consequential thing. So imagine if they were actually trying.
They'd be that much better.
It's just they've got a lot of fast twitch fiber. So by utilizing a lot of volume with fast twitch fiber movements, you're going to grow a big booty.
Attention.
Now, if you got a bunch of fat covering that booty, you'll never see it. It's like abs.
Cellulite.
Good chance you got all those abs sitting there right now.
I guarantee you do.
But
Sure.
if you can't
It's
see them,
anatomical. You cannot have an ab.
how many bodies we cut open that you see
They all
six
have,
packs?
they all have
Even that guy that was like 500 pounds on the table that took that one group 2 months to cut off, and they were so behind.
that
on
was
it.
their fault. You were even told not to go for the biggest body.
Oh, and I didn't. I got she was like 90, tiny,
Little-
like
Yeah, little
97. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was ready to go.
No, we had Charles. He had a beard at starting, and then
It kept on going for
Did
a
you
while.
saw that?
well, no, once we did the head and neck part
Did
of
you
it,
get sawdust in your hair like he did?
everywhere. I had to like blow it out the nose and everything.
He was covered. I saw him. We did like a Skype after you did your cadaver.
Oh, yeah,
When
bone saw.
He was
everywhere.
white. He had all this white hairs, all cadaver dust. It was
It
fascinating.
smelled like metal shop.
In
It
the,
reminded me of
the
that.
library of the school, right? Didn't you?
It was in the basement.
the basement, in the stairwell. You were in the stairwell.
So
Yeah.
what ended
That's
up
all I got
happening
talking
was, I remember the crying game. So I went into the bathroom, saw myself, and I took my clothes off, and I started popping gum, and I got the water as hot as I could, and it took all the soap, not just like a couple pumps. Like I took the soap container and put it all over me, and I was just like, going,
You washed for days.
but that actually happened before I returned to class.
So true.
I just remember one late night I was there showing someone else what the gallbladder was. I'm like, it's right here, and then someone put out I wasn't wearing gloves. That was my big thing. I think I went and had a sandwich. Like, I didn't care at that point. That was at the end of the
I
day.
once got to the point where I wanted to be like the guy in Gone in 60 Seconds where he's eating a sandwich right off the body. And so I worked myself up to that. But I kept dry heaving, being in the lab itself for 16 hours a week. So
Please
Good
stop
times at
saying that.
Cairo
Oh,
School. There's nothing to do with bulking and cutting. But
yeah, that's right. We had a topic.
we're entertaining our studio audience.
it is still human body related. There you go.
There we go.
There
So,
you go.
real quickly, for those who don't know what bulking and cutting is, other than stupid at this point, is the bulking phase is usually happening. In my opinion, it is, and I'll stand to it. People can argue.
Good stand.
They have the right to be wrong. So the idea of bulking is people eat in surplus to try to build muscle faster. They expect to gain 10 to 20 pounds of fat during this process. The average should anywhere between 5 and 30 pounds in a couple of months. And then the idea is to cut it all off afterwards. So there's different concepts involved. Bulking is they stop their traditional cardio, which in their most people's terms means running or bike or elliptical.
Stairmaster.
Because apparently you don't need cardiovascular endurance during the winter. That's what this is telling me.
Oh,
And emphasize on lifting heavy
good
weights.
to
right?
know. I'm going to alter my schedule now. Not.
And the cutting phase is the opposite. What drives me nuts, because I was reading, on these bro science forums of why they justify doing it. They said you grow muscle faster by eating too much and getting fat from it. But then they're also repeating, which hasn't been shown in any way, also repeating that when you do a cutting phase, you're losing strength. So they go through this phase of eating way too much, gaining body fat to gain more muscle, and then cut to where they know they're going to lose muscle. Again, why don't you just grow lean body mass, get stronger at the same time? I'll throw out there my examples. When I first moved to the state like 3 years ago, I weighed $170. I wasn't lifting weights or anything.
Mhm.
I was just doing the martial arts training. In just over 3 months, I gained 15 pounds and lost 2% body fat. That's muscle.
He did not gain 15 pounds of fat. people.
Through my life, my adult life, last 10 years, I have gone between like 170 and 195, depending on what I'm. This isn't in a given year. This is throughout those years, depending on what sport I'm playing, what I'm training for, what my life is.
What did you weigh in your emaciated weight cut that we did?
That one day,
Yeah.
156.
What did you start at?
He was
184.
He looked amazing.
I've
He
seen
couldn't
that
stand
Did
upright.
you see that picture?
I've seen that
The
picture.
studio audience has seen that picture. Have
You don't
you
even
seen
realize?
that picture?
Athena took the photo.
Yes, she did.
I know, because I wasn't willing to try to wait another hour. I passed out in the toilet once. I did not want to wait for one of you guys to get home. Because I even asked when you guys were going to be there, because you had to stay for something late. And
I
then,
think I had a big Lila from school.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
No, because you told me, like, get Athena, she's used to this stuff.
She was on.
She's always been good.
Because then by the time you
So
came back, I was already
156.
chugging my recovery
Yes,
shake.
which
And
you should have been. Yes.
the night before, I was only allowed, what is it? I think I had 8 ounces
Like
of fluids
super
left, so
tiny
4 ounces was
sets,
tequila
yeah.
and 4 ounces of water.
Yeah.
I already know
That's
you're
You
good
had
at
to
time
be
on
drunk as
that.
a skunk in 2 seconds on that tequila. 4 ounces.
I didn't know, I
For
couldn't
somebody
move.
that has
It
like
is,
nothing.
right?
It was catatonic.
Yeah. Whatever, dude.
But anyway, that was an extreme cutting, by the way. That was my point.
And that's not, and that's not at all what we're talking about here. This is a routine, yearly, takes a couple of months, anywhere from like 6 weeks to 6 months, depending on
I
which expert you ask.
Don't like having to lose more than I have to lose. It's tedious. It's obnoxious. And I haven't been doing competing for as long as a lot of people have. But in the 3 years that I've done it, the competitors that I see, and then they're amazing. And then I look at their Instagram photos a month later, and they're 20 plus pounds heavier. And I'm like, why would you want to take that extra time to have to lose even more? And the process is hard enough as it is. To me, it doesn't make sense. It's not
Stay in shape, do the
scientifically.
weight cut, the
It
water
doesn't
cut,
make
right?
sense. I gained 7-8 pounds of muscle last year.
You did an incredible.
I didn't gain the fat. My weight basically stayed the same. I was like 5 pounds heavier. But that was 5 pounds of muscle. I didn't gain 10 pounds of fat to go on top of the 5 pounds of muscle. It was just straight up muscle growth. And this year would have been an amazing year. I would have looked the best out of the last 3 years had there actually been shows.
And the photos will come out. Don't you worry. They've been taken.
The photos have been taken, and that, granted, that was a month out from when my competition should have been.
It was a
So-
month beforehand, so you didn't even finish the final
I
prep.
didn't even finish the final prep. But,
The chiseling, dehydrating.
right.
So let's do emphasize.
And when the whole body
differences on that.
decides by itself for no reason whatsoever,
I'm
Hey.
going to kick it into gear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to actually look like I'm going to be half naked up on stage. Half naked. I'm going to look like I'm barely being covered up on
There's
stage.
less than half
and,
naked. It's
yeah.
way less than half naked. And
and
big,
somehow it
big
just
glass
happens.
poker seats. I don't even know how that happens, but somehow that happens.
Because you don't want to take so much that you need to shave that you don't need to put the shoes anymore. So you can still stay.
Right. I'm not doing physique. I don't want to do that big. So I had to wear her shoes. But it's okay. They're sparkly. All right.
Let's talk about cycling,
So off topic.
depression,
Oh, yeah. So
Oxford
reason.
2018.
So other.
So
Let
moving.
me justify a little bit
Hey,
of my remark
while you
about
do that, I
saying-
want to see if I can have more of this. I'm going to pick my
Oh, good.
not
So you repeat that
nose. Yeah.
Prick the nut nose.
there? So I might as well justify.
Science
that
us up,
statement.
Mike. Science us up.
So reasons why I just talked slightly belittling on cutting. This is yo-yo diet. Everyone can agree, or if you don't, you should agree. I'll make you agree. Yo-yoing weight is not healthy. Then when I change weight in a year, is maybe by about 5 to 8 pounds when I'm training for an event.
I don't even mean to.
Earmuffs.
25.
And I'm not bleeding.
I gotta get through this.
Be smart.
You prick yourself while putting it in?
Yes.
Oh my.
And I'm not even bleeding.
It's because he's an alien. 21 and me says so.
That's true. Your DNA keeps getting turned down.
He's an alien. Because I have 3 little alien babies.
And anyway.
Little Katy Perry action here,
Mm.
folks. Okay.
Back to Dr.
Yeah, so
Bryan
actually
and
dangers
scientific
of the yo-yo
Cutting
diet
and doing
is that it's shown a lot of things. It increases the, all these things don't necessarily happen short term. If you do yo-yo weight up and down by 8 pounds, just 8 pounds routinely every couple of years, increase the chances in the future of diabetes, heart attack, stroke, depression, fatty liver failure. Fatty liver.
I'm bleeding.
Woohoo! He's bleeding.
Yes, there's blood.
You, okay. Sorry, this is exciting, guys.
Keep talking science.
Well, science too.
I'll science you up. Let's have a science off by doing different things.
Blood sampling.
I'm paying attention to you, so you're winning by the definition on this. Well, I'm going to see in 6 seconds where your millimoles are in ketosis after a little drinky.
Hey!
Hey!
You should have another drink.
I should have another drink.
You should have like 2 more drinks.
0.8. That's
0.8. I need more alcohol.
We gotta get him
The blood
below
meter says so.
ketosis for his drowning tomorrow.
So you can take my hair, just slam it under the
I'm
water.
gonna drown him so good.
She is. It's kind of arousing on Friday.
Gotta mix things up. I'm sure it's part of the 7 somewhere.
20 years today.
Part of the 7. It is our 20-year anniversary, by the way.
Not marriage, but of actually knowing each other.
Yes.
I was called a chicken great by my family and her family to propose to her. Sam's shotgun. I wanted to, but I was just kind of nervous.
I
You were
would've
being a
said
chicken,
yes.
please?
She was purdy.
Yeah. Her tan line's down like this, just 20 years ago.
Were you in a cutting phase?
I was not. I
She
was
was-
definitely in a bulking phase.
She's still purdy.
There's just changes the
Freshman
way
year of
cutting.
college. I'm sorry it happened.
Oh, when we first met?
Yes. I was 105 pounds when we first met. I was tiny, actually. Tiny and tan.
And you're what, 110 now?
You're huge now.
basically.
So you're 5
Finished.
pounds heavier than you were when we
110-ish.
met.
After 3 kids.
After 3 kids,
Not too shabby.
20 years later,
Not too shabby.
I chose right.
He swiped right on Amazon.
Amazon wasn't invented.
I
yet.
That makes me feel
Actually, I was
old.
looking at books, compare them from Amazon to eBay, and which I should buy for school.
Oh, that's so
Because they didn't sell anything else other than books, and Jeff Bezos would personally deliver it because he was riding his bike, and that's the phase Amazon was at the time, literally.
That's true. In its infancy.
Mad props, Jeff. Mad props.
You done good, kid. Okay. Back to this cutting.
And the bad effects of up and down yo-yo dieting.
It's likely to kill you.
Keep talking.
It's taxing. It's very taxing on the body. So
It's also shown it's going to get harder to lose weight the more often you do it, mostly due to hormone fluctuations and inflammatories, where a lot of these disease conditions come from, of increasing cancers and diabetes and everything from every time you add body fat, it's directly adipose tissue fat cells directly releases inflammatides in your system.
visceral fat is bad fat.
Very fat.
Okay,
Explain
visceral fat is your organs. All those guts inside that this fatty tissue likes to cling to. Not a good thing.
And the going up and down, really just, if you gain some weight because you let yourself go, you're having a bad half year, you decide to bulk for once and then realize it was not the best idea, just don't keep doing it again. I mean, find what is a happy, healthy weight for you, lifestyle, and keep it. If you want to get stronger, you don't have to bulk. Go lift heavy things routinely.
And eat healthy protein.
You do need to eat a little in surplus, but if your belly starts growing and not just your biceps, you're eating too much, so pull it back a little bit.
You can eat protein and you can eat your healthy fats. You do not need to carbo load. Okay.
Ooh, that's another 8
That is a whole other fun one that we can do.
You should carb load instead of bulk.
Carb load before swim meet.
No.
That's stupid. Don't do that.
That's all I'm saying to that. That's why I'm not here anymore. I don't want to listen to that or talk about that. I leave.
I remember that carb loading experiment. That was fun.
I did do that.
It was around my weight cutting experiment. It was an overlap of like a
It
week.
was a bit, yeah.
Because I was
Don't
able
carb
to
load.
eat because we went to a Golden Corral.
Oh my
We
gosh!
had a good time there.
We fed him over and over again.
Oh my goodness. that was
Wow,
good.
I forgot about
That
that.
was so.
Because you were not well the next day.
He ate what he shouldn't have eaten.
Why is Golden Corral, like for years, it's just like they got so much.
So much food.
And it tastes like they sprinkle
So
like
crack.
crack on
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, butter and crack. It's a great combo.
It
For
really
taste like that.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
To the days of buffets.
Buffet.
Hey!
We
I'll
salute
get
you.
one.
So we should do a
Yes.
triathlon so we can go to a buffet. Maybe 2 buffets.
But we all need SMART goals now, so okay, triathlon, you say.
No one's gonna be open. Let's just run triathlon.
They're doing it virtually.
Virtual
That's not.
things don't count. You need to physically run across finish line. But
There's
It's
so
like
many.
doing the CrossFit games virtually.
There's psychologically, there's so many differences of doing it.
We
And
just give it
then,
to Frazier and say, okay, who wants to do it virtually?
gotta
Raise
pick
it
one of
to
the
One of the daughters, it's a tough race out there. Well, Tia, she's
Tia's gonna crush it.
probably.
So
If you don't
Sarah,
follow CrossFit,
Sarah, we got a home for you. Just saying, you want to win?
on the Fit Lab. We're calling you out.
Yep.
Yes.
We still talking
I
about?
don't know. We can. We don't have to. The general message got across. If you want to know more about it, ask me. I'll gladly tell you about how you're bulking and cutting incorrectly. If you're doing it, in my opinion, you're doing it
So-
incorrectly.
Number thing, do you want to gain muscle? Yes or no? Do
Not
you
too
want
much. I don't want to look too big.
Fine.
No.
Okay. There is a right way to gain muscle without gaining fat. Let me ask you, do you want to get fat? Yes or no? Don't go bulking, because why do you want to gain fat if you really just want to gain muscle?
Honestly, I think this isn't. Sure, it isn't for everyone, but I honestly think a lot of people, it's an excuse to take instead of a cheat day, a cheat half year.
Mhm.
And I really do think it's the case. I
It's
know
more
there's for
psychological.
personal friends of mine. I know one guy. I won't call Bobby out, but he gains 40 pounds usually during his
Local
bulking.
Bobby or
Local
Bobby?
Bobby.
Local Bobby.
Oh yeah, he was on the. It was Wendy's and McDonald's every day.
You almost died from that. We
Yes.
have the lab results posted on functionized.com/keto.html. Just go to the Functionized website and hit keto project. And I mean, your results are posted there of what happens when you do that.
Yeah,
I've told everybody around here that, you get the testosterone of a pre-infantile boy. And,
pre-infantile.
yeah, meaning you're in the womb
I
of
know
a
what-
woman.
thank you
Exactly.
for defining that for me.
Yeah. And if he were in his 40s and 50s, I
This
would
would be
be
problematic.
pull the plug on that one because he would have died.
And
And
that was a month.
Yeah. Imagine people a lifetime of eating that stuff. What is your body saying to you?
so what do you do?
There's no such thing as perfect, but there is proper.
What do you do when it gets cold and the holidays come up? Because it's happening. All right, we got
I love
September,
it.
beautiful. October, the fall's coming in. November, we really got that fall and Thanksgiving. Then we've got Christmas and the Jewish holidays, and going into New Year, and then it stays cold. So
Guess what? Is your resolution going to be lose weight? You're going to lose again because you didn't do it last year. You're not going to do it this year. Pick a new resolution.
So this winter season, I hear the excuse all the time, all the holidays are coming up. And I'll give credit. All the major eating days are during this time period. I remember very well from wrestling days. You have Halloween, your Super Bowl. Like the 5 biggest eating days are on this
I
period.
didn't even think about Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Holy jeez!
I
Nice
definitely do
addition.
because, again, I
Oh,
had to
I'm
make
looking
weight
forward to
during
Super
this.
Bowl.
I love your Super Bowl.
It's a lot better now.
We have good
But-
Super Bowls, by the
Oh.
way. The three of us have really good Super Bowls.
Yeah, a dozen stuffed cheesy pork chops for each of
The
us.
cheesy bread
the
was
craziest
Cheesy bread is a new
so
solution. They have- I
good.
want a garlic bread.
We should not be pricking our fingers throughout Super Bowl by quarter, but I'm curious to see if
Oh,
the
okay.
millimoles pretty much stay the
It's
same.
very keto. Our
We have a very keto,
That whole
and we're not even
loaf,
trying to.
No.
that whole loaf is about 9 grams of carbs.
The whole loaf,
Yeah, the whole loaf.
and we share that like in
we do.
Yeah, they're all
Quarters.
2 loaves.
and
Mix it with tequila.
3 little
straight up.
mice nibble along the way.
A tequila per
That's
touchdown.
nice.
2 tequila shots.
And we drank the entire bottle.
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
tequila.
say,
multiple bottles of tequila.
a
It's
lot of
okay.
tequila.
We all stay put. There's no driving.
We
have home parties.
functionized Super Bowl pretty well.
We really have functionized Super Bowl. Yes, we have.
Which leads me to the next point. We're having tailgate functionized parties behind Functionized Fit Lab here all fall. We got George's creepy van,
Thank you,
Pretty George!
which pretty much means he's got a generator and a grill. So
Yes.
we'll be bringing end grass-fed beef. You bring the alcohol.
Bring your
and
healthy meats. Bring whatever you want.
Bring your children. Bring your significant
Don't bring
other.
the buns. No buns.
I'm trying
So
to
she's
see the
really
bun.
nice.
What's the bun that I just found that I'm letting go?
Which one?
I don't know. There's some bun.
There was something. I don't remember which one it was. It's,
Should make
it's a
my-
gym approved. If it's gym approved, it's Fit Lab approved.
You can make my tahini buns again. I cannot.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Because
those
I
are
was
good.
like, those were really good. You asked me how much I buttered it, and there was none. Just taste it.
And most likely there'll be a unpermitted,
Legal enough.
wing eating contest
Ooh.
or burger eating contest.
Either way, I'm in.
Yes.
See, we have fun in the fall.
Does the winner get a free Functionised T-shirt? I don't care how many I have. I'll do it again.
And
for
a
another
Fit
shirt.
Lab membership.
Yes.
They actually will get a Fit Lab membership if they win.
Wings. There they
Second
are.
and third place get a T-shirt. What does second place get a little extra of?
We'll throw in aminos.
Encouragement. I'll encourage you.
I was going to give him an IQ bar.
Those are.
I mean, he knows it is. You said it.
Aminos. You get a container of aminos. Yes. So this is fun. Ooh, parties to plan. I love party. Okay.
Mhm.
That's what we're gonna do.
That's what we're going to do this weekend.
And we can give you healthy recipes. We did it last year for Healthy Happy Hour on ways to have an amazing Thanksgiving.
I have a crap ton. Between the two of you, both
Oh
have crap
my
ton of
gosh.
recipes.
I made some amazing paleo stuffing. You don't even know there's no bread in it. Remember that one?
I haven't eaten today, so.
I had a bar, I think earlier today.
Oh, I ate with you. Oh, I gotta eat a lot more.
Awesome. We get to go eat. It's amazing.
And you're going out drinking after this. That's your plan, all right?
Studio audience is
Studio
happy.
audience is happy.
The derby dance.
It is a BYOF. It is something I have coined now. So it's a bring your own food.
They
Okay.
deliver there.
And you can.
No, they deliver there?
Yes.
All these things I didn't know, and it's right next door.
We had a great time at the distillery last night.
Mm.
Good stuff.
I'm going to wrap this up.
This was off topic even for us. I'm kind of proud. That was fun.
Any questions, ask them.
He'll be sleeping.
I'll be working on the Chiro Clinic and my top secret project. On top of the Keto Project movie, we got to book a trip to California again.
Oh yeah, phase 3 starts on.
Damn it! I don't get to travel.
Laguna
All right.
to another Joe Rogan.
The Fit Lab will be
yes.
closed momentarily when we go to Laguna.
He's coming?
It's
No.
closed. I don't.
Athena's coming?
I got no interest in going. I'll go
No,
myself.
no more children go.
Okay. Athena
Water-
knows how to run this place.
water park
He knows how to
only.
run this place. Danny can figure out how to run this
Danny
place.
could run the place.
We good.
All right, so the Fit Lab is not closed. I'm sorry, I'm that important that if I have to leave, the Fit Lab has to close. It's my 4th child. I'm just saying.
Should we ramble quickly now or next week on phase 3 of the Keto Project?
It's
That's on Tuesday.
coming. You should read today because by next Friday you'll already be in it.
Well, let's talk about this indirectly a couple more minutes and we'll already get the message across.
Mike's gonna eat grass-fed burgers.
Back to burger brain, but better burger brain. Right?
Better burger brain.
Better
I like
burger
it.
brain.
We need to bring Dre his t-shirt
Yes.
and waiver.
Let's show up in the drive-thru, ask for 0 burgers and no bun.
0 burgers,
Yes,
no
0
bun.
burgers, no bun.
Need Dre.
We need Dre.
Sign this form.
Like, I'm
Sign this form, don't read it, and here's your t-shirt.
I'm actually very game for that. That'd be
Road
fun.
trip. You guys got filming on Sunday.
Mhm.
There you go.
Is
Who the fudge is our film guy?
Ryan, where are you?
Ryan.
Ryan, seriously, dude.
Come on, R. Diddy.
Get back from school and bettering yourself. The real world's already here. It's calling.
We need you.
You're already doing what you're going to school for.
Anyway,
Right?
Practical experience.
You've already mentally spent the money that you haven't made yet.
We'll teach you all the business you need
You've
to
actually mentally spent more than the film
know.
is
And
going to
economics
make.
books on my bookshelf at home.
And you
can
know
have
you want to see
economics
Dre's
books.
reaction because I think it was just great.
We should bring him a cup, too.
We
Okay.
have cups at home.
I know, I watched him.
But yeah, stage 3, I'm going to go
I'll
back
bring
on
an IQ
burgers.
bar.
It's going to be organic and
It's
grass fed. And then we're going to see how the heck it compares with the quality of meat difference, presuming that, Burger King is not fully organic and grass fed.
It is not.
Again,
Flame broiled. 100%.
Does that mean Mike needs to flame broil his other burgers?
No, David's done a great job of vacuum sealing them for
But does
them
he
to
have
cook
to
himself.
flame broil them?
Well, put it in a cast iron skillet for all I care. Just
I
eat
got the
it.
smoker.
Let's pin him down, duct tape him, shove it down his throat.
Like
As long as he
what's
eats them,
we
we're good.
need doing the meat slushy. Need to do that.
You're gonna do a meat slushy?
Yes.
Ooh.
I got that from Gordon Ramsay from Hell's Kitchen. He did it as punishment for people.
Ooh, all
His losing
right.
team.
Are you gonna make a meatloaf?
Not for the slushy. That's just a waste
No.
of money.
I still need to call David Burke on that one.
I could take all
Yes.
the burgers and put it together. I thought
Who's
that
gonna
maybe
make a meatloaf?
shaping into a functionized symbol at one point because I don't know how much meat it's going to be.
26 pounds.
Do you have a scale
Per
at home?
day, I was going more by it, but
Do you have
we
a
should feed you
scale?
I do.
26 pounds.
It's a scale.
All right. Thank you very much for being here on Fun Friday.
It's so fun.
We've had fun
it's
with you.
Friday.
And it's not raining anymore.
If you'd like to join us in our studio audience on the ARX next to David,
RSVP.
just RSVP, let us know, and we will give you some of Shantae's not dry.
So if
buckwheats.
anybody has any recipes,
Ghee,
or,
just put ghee in there. More ghee.
Ooh,
we
ghee
have
it
the
up.
ghee here. I gotta bring the
You
ghee
can't
home.
go wrong. Just put more butter in there, and it's good.
It was no butter. I can't have butter.
You have ghee.
We gotta bring it home.
It's delivered every month. Just take it.
I'm gonna have to take it home.
Take it home right now.
So-
Thank you.
Give me a recipe. I want to make something fun and delicious. That's definitely more edible. I am a great baker, so
She is actually an amazing baker, an
Uh,
amazing cook. I'm very blessed. And
that bacon wrapped pork loin was to die for. By the way,
wow. If that was my last meal,
Mikey would have been proud.
Yeah,
It was delicious.
I'm making a keto blooming onion this weekend, so we'll see how that turns out.
Shut up. What?
Yeah, I'm
alone.
Well, if it's that good, maybe, but I plan on sharing.
Fair.
On Monday?
I'm testing it. If it comes out well, which it likely will, I'll bring it
I
in.
don't give a damn. Let's do this.
So we might
Need more
make
onions?
4.
I'll
Eat
make
all of them, we'll
steaks.
make 4 more.
I will make
Okay.
steaks.
Alright.
to
I will
go.
give you whatever you need.
We're going to eat anything we make, I promise.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I need to hit a certain number of calories. I'll eat all the damn blooming onions.
What day?
Okay.
No, you won't. You will not eat all of them.
You'll eat half
I
of
need
them.
some of them.
She'll eat
I
half.
need to share.
That's how we go.
You'll
Okay.
get yours sharing, and then you'll get some more after.
I will make steaks to go with the blooming onion.
Okay.
I mean, this is a from the ground meat building recipe. I'm expecting it to turn out well, and we'll find out. I've got a pretty good win rate on this. So.
What day?
Either tomorrow or Sunday.
Tomorrow. or
Let
Sunday.
us know.
That's
how
a
it
big
turns out.
variation. One day I'm being drowned Mideastern style, or Mexican
Is that
cartel
what you
style.
have?
Mexican cartel style. Ooh, that's so hot.
Do I have to wear
Yes.
something special?
Yes.
What do I need?
I'll tell you later.
Can we swipe right by
tomorrow?
You've already got it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Anyway,
Closet trip. All right.
Fun Friday is about to get more fun on Saturday.
Stay tuned for the drowning of Jim.
Remember the show Weeds?
I totally
Yes.
remember Weeds.
Yeah, we're going back there.
We're going
Wow.
to Weeds?
No,
What did she
Mexico.
wear? We're going to Mexico. What did she wear in Mexico?
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dinner's
that
calling.
doesn't go a lot of different ways.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday! We'll talk to you guys again soon. Always reach hold to us. Let us
Probably
know
next Friday.
questions, concerns, comments. Mostly, we like comments. Make them positive. Like those 5-star reviews. Share this with people. They love
Yes, share. Sharing is caring.
Peace.
Bye.
Good night.
Mad scientist. I'm out.
Mike's out.
Speed Brain Brawn is out.